Here's my review of the Holiday Inn Express Blue Lagoon by the Miami Airport. So this is a little section of the lobby area where you can sit and enjoy some coffee while you watch TV. They do have complimentary coffee for guests with creamers and sugars and stuff like that. And it's a nice little bonus for the guests. So now we're gonna head up to the room, and once we step out of the elevator, you will see that it is a fairly large hallway. There's not too much in the way of decorations, it is very minimalistic, but I can't complain because it was clean. So let's head into the room and see what it looks like. So as we step inside, you'll notice that the room is pretty spacious. You have a whole separate seating area here with a couch, a coffee table, and a separate television. Over here we have a nice little desk area where you can do work if you choose to do so. And over here we have the bed area, and this bed was pretty comfortable. No complaints in that regard. They do have a little closet space next to the bed where they provide an iron with an ironing board as well as a small safe on the floor. There are outlets on the wall, but they are regular USB, not USB-C. But now I need to talk about the television, and this TV is a nice size flat screen TV, and you'll see that they do say that it has Netflix on the remote and YouTube, which makes you think that this is a smart TV. But if we take the remote and we press the Netflix button, it says that Netflix is not available, and if we press the YouTube button, it says that the apps aren't working, so you can't really get Netflix. Here's the bathroom. It is pretty clean, and it does have a nice size sink area. There aren't many toiletries provided as an extra bonus though, so it's very bare bones. If we look on the wall here, we see that they do give you some Dove body lotions and stuff for your hands, so that's kind of nice. The shower is a nice walk-in shower, and it was spacious enough. Definitely clean, so no issues with cleanliness. The floor has these dark little tiles, so watch out for grout. And on the wall of the shower, we see that they do provide us with some Dove body wash, Dove shampoo, as well as Dove conditioner. Everything you need to get nice and clean. The room also has a little Keurig coffee machine with some coffee pods, and this really old microwave that looks like it's from the 1980s. It also had outlets on it, which I thought was peculiar. And down here we have a nice little mini fridge. And even though this is a mini fridge, you can actually fit quite a lot of stuff in here. And I do need to mention that the floor is carpeting. It is not laminate or hardwood floor. However, it is very clean, so there's no issues with that. And I always check the ceiling for cleanliness after that experience at the Hampton Inn in Glen Allen, Virginia, but this had a very clean ceiling. Probably the nicest feature of this hotel is that it overlooks this blue lagoon, and there's this lovely patio seating area. We got here at nighttime, so we couldn't really see the sunset, but I'm sure it was really nice. Now let's check out some of the other amenities at this hotel. So here you can see they actually have a small conference room where you can hold a board meeting or two perhaps. And they also do have a nice swimming pool that overlooks the Blue Lagoon. Obviously we didn't swim in it, but it did look pretty inviting. And I think this pool actually has this cool fountain feature on the wall, but it wasn't working, but I think if it did, it would look really cool. And one thing that's really common in these types of hotels now is that they all have a workout area slash gym. This one was no exception. It had a lot of machines and weights. In the lobby, they actually have a little printer that you can use if you need to print something, so that's kind of convenient. And lots of places to sit down with decor that reminds you that you're in Florida. So for a final score, I give this hotel a 7 out of 10. It was clean and it got the job done. However, I do think it could use a little more upgrades here and there and maybe some bonus stuff. It was also a little hard to get to because of the way that the roads are set up here. But if you're just looking for a quick place to stay, especially one that's close to the airport, then this is a great option for you. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more travel content.